Welcome to Math Media Ganitham Madhuram. Today I am going to discuss Chapter 8 Comparing Quantities of Class 8 Mathematics. Exercise 8.2 Question number 5 to 7. Let's move to our first question. Question number: a VCR and a TV were bought for rupees 8,000 each. The shopkeeper made a loss of 4% on the VCR and a profit of 8% on the TV. Find the gain or loss percent on the whole transaction. I think the question is clear, so we can move to the solution. Here a VCR bought for rupees 8,000, that means cost price of VCR equal to rupees 8,000. We have to find the selling price, we don't know, so we can give it as rupees X. And in this transaction, he made a loss of 4%. That loss equal to 4% means percentage is always out of 100. Percentage means out of 100. Here we are discussing about loss and profit. So it is based on CP. So here we can take CP equal to 100. So if CP equal to 100, SP equal to, that means for every 100 rupees we have a loss of 4 rupees. So the SP will be CP minus loss, that is 100 minus 4 equal to 96. Or I have already mentioned, if loss is given, to get SP you subtract from 100, and if profit is given, to get SP you add with 100. So SP equal to 96. Thus we have written according to loss equal to 4%. Is it clear? Now we can come to our question. Then we can write CP equal to rupees 8,000 and SP equal to rupees X. Now this is the time to cross multiply. So 100x equal to 96 into 8,000, or x equal to 96 into 8,000 whole divided by 100. Cancelling two zeros from numerator and denominator, we get 96 into 80 equal to rupees 7,680. Next we can find the SP of TV. So for a TV, CP is same only, both he bought for rupees 8,000. So CP equal to rupees 8,000, SP we don't know, so we give it as rupees X. Profit equal to, while selling TV, he made 8% profit. So profit equal to 8% means, are you able to say now? Here what is 100? CP, because profit and loss is based on CP. So we can take, if CP equal to rupees 100, how to get SP? Profit is given, to get SP you add with 100. Yes, so we get SP equal to rupees 108. Now we can come to our question. CP equal to rupees 8,000, then SP equal to rupees X. What is the next step? Yes, we have to cross multiply. So 100x equal to 108 into 8,000, or x equal to 108 into 8,000 whole divided by 100. Cancelling two zeros from the numerator and denominator, we get 108 into 80 equal to rupees 8,640. Our question is, find gain or loss percentage on the whole transaction. That means we can find the total CP. Both VCR and TV have the same cost price, so rupees 8,000 plus 8,000 equal to rupees 16,000. Now we can find total SP. In the VCR he made a loss, so the SP is rupees 7,680. and for the TV he made a profit. So the SP is rupees 8640. So our total SP will become rupees 16,320. Here CP is less than SP, so there is profit. Profit equal to SP minus CP. Now we can substitute the value over here. So we get rupees 320 as profit. Now children, do you remember the formula of profit percentage? Yes, profit upon CP multiplied by 100. So here our profit is 320 divided by 16,000 multiplied by 100. Two zeros can be cancelled. 100 and the denominator, again 1 zero from the denominator and from numerator 320 cancelled. 16 and 32 cancelled. We get the numerator as 2. So the profit percentage equal to 2%. Thus the overall profit is 2% in the whole transaction. Next question. For a sale, a shop offered a discount of 10% on the marked price of all items. What would a customer have to pay for a pair of jeans marked at rupees 1,450 and two shirts marked at rupees 850 each? So here discount percentage is given. We have to find how much would the customer have to pay. So this also we are doing with wherever percentage is given, we are solving with the cross multiplication method because it is easy to solve. So here discount is always based on marked price. Here marked price is written as MRP. So here for a pair of jeans, MRP is written rupees 1,450. We have to pay, we have to find how much would the customer have to pay. That means the selling price, MRP is written 1,450. After discount, what will be the selling price? That we don't know. So here we are taking about selling price equal to rupees X. Now it is given discount equal to 10% means percentage means always out of 100 only. Okay, here discount is based on MRP. So we can consider if MRP is written rupees 100, then the selling price will be rupees 90. How? That is for every 100 rupees we are getting a discount of rupees 10. Is it clear? So what will be the selling price? We can subtract a discount from MRP. So 100 minus 10 equal to 90. Is it clear? So we can write discounted 10% means if MRP equal to rupees 100, selling price equal to rupees 90. That means for every 100 rupees we are getting 10 rupees discount. That means we have to give 10 rupees less than the MRP. So the selling price will become 100 minus 10 is rupees 90. Is it clear? This sentence we written from discount equal to 10% means. Clear why we are taking MRP? Because discount is based on MRP. So we can write if MRP equal to rupees 100, the selling price equal to, always if discount is given we have to give less price than written in the MRP. So SP will be 90. Now we can come to our question. If MRP equal to rupees 1,450, selling price equal to rupees X. So children, while writing here only you have to take care. Then everything is as normal we are doing the same only. Now what is the next step? Yes, we have to do the cross multiplication. So 100x equal to 90 into 1450, or x equal to 90 into 1450 whole divided by 100. Two zeros from the numerator and denominator are cancelled. We get 9 into 145. That gives rupees 1305. Hence, for a pair of jeans, he has to pay, or the customer has to pay rupees 1305 only. Next, for two shirts, the MRP is written 850 each. So for two shirt, what will be the MRP? 850 multiplied by 2, that is 1700. That is the MRP. SP, after discount, how much we have to pay? That is our SP that we don't know, so we give it as rupees X. Discount is given 10%. So what is the meaning of discount 10%? Yes, if MRP equal to rupees 100, SP equal to rupees 90. Now we come to our question. Our MRP is rupees 1700 and SP equal to rupees X. Now what is the next step? Yes, we have to do the cross multiplication. So 100x equal to 90 into 1700, or x equal to 90 into 1700 divided by 100. Cancelling two zeros from the numerator and denominator, we have to multiply 90 multiplied by 17, which gives rupees 1530. That means for two shirts, the customer have to pay rupees 1530. Our question, what would a customer have to pay for a pair of jeans and two shirts? So the total SP is rupees 1305 plus rupees 1530 equal to rupees 2835. That is, the customer would have to pay rupees 2835 for a pair of jeans and two shirts. Next, we move to question number 7. A milkman sold 2 of his buffaloes for rupees 20,000 each. On one he made a gain of 5% and on the other a loss of 10%. Find his overall gain or loss. I think the question is clear. Here it is given, milkman sold 2 of his buffaloes means SP of one buffalo is rupees 20,000. And while selling one buffalo, he made 5% profit. With the same selling price, for the second buffalo, he made a loss of 10%. We have to find whether he made overall profit or loss. So we can solve. First, SP of first buffalo is rupees 20,000. Cost price we don't know, so we can give it as rupees X, that we have to find out. Next, it is given, on selling the first buffalo he made 5% profit. Means profit 5% means for a CP of 100 rupees, we made a profit 5 rupees. Then our SP will become 105. Is it clear? Profit 5% means for any object, if we are buying for 100 rupees, we got a profit 5 rupees. So if we are buying a thing for 200 rupees, we made a profit 10 rupees, like that way. So if CP is rupees 100, our SP will be rupees 105. Now we can come to our question. Our CP is rupees X and SP equal to rupees 20,000. Now what is the next? Yes, we have to do cross multiplication. So 105x equal to 100 into 20,000 or x equal to 100 into 20,000 upon 105. We can cancel 100 and 105 by 5. So we get 20 and 21 in the numerator and denominator respectively. While multiplying we get 4 lakh upon 21. While dividing we get rupees 19,047.62. This is the CP of first buffalo. Now we can move to the next part. We can find the same way the CP of the second buffalo. What about the selling price of second buffalo? It is same rupees 20,000 only. CP we don't know, so we can give it as rupees X. On selling the second buffalo, he made a loss 10%. So loss 10% means what? If we bought an object for 100 rupees, while selling we got 10 rupees loss. Then what will be the selling price? 90 rupees. Is it clear? That is, if we buy an object for 200 rupees, we have a loss of 18 rupees. We have a loss of 20 rupees, like that way. Is it clear? So here loss 10% means if our CP equal to, we are taking here standard. So if our CP equal to rupees 100, SP equal to rupees 90. Now we come to our question. If our CP equal to rupees X, SP equal to rupees 20,000. Now we can do cross multiplication. So we get 90x equal to 100 into 20,000 or x equal to 100 into 20,000 upon 90. That is 2 lakh divided by 9. We can cancel 1 0. So we get 2 lakh divided by 9. While dividing we get rupees 22,222.22. Now we can find total CP. We have found here the total CP of each one. So we can add that. You will get a total CP as rupees 41,269.84. And what about our total SP? Yes, it is rupees 40,000. Here CP greater than SP, so there is loss. Loss equal to CP minus SP. That is 41,269.84 minus 40,000. That gives rupees 1,269.84. Hence the milkman had an overall loss of rupees 1,269.84. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share.